Students, hi, and welcome to the Fall 25 term here at EC3. I'll be your instructor for coursework here in the business department. Some of you have had me before for courses, and I am a full-time faculty member here at EC3. All right, so a couple of things about the term. Because online courses, we don't actually meet in person or have any specific time frame that we all meet as a class. One of the things that is important is that you kind of review Blackboard and you get used to Blackboard and to kind of understand that is our interface, how we all kind of connect. And so if you, and most of you, I will be your advisor in the business department. So if you have questions about coursework that you should take, questions about courses you're taking now, just questions in general about your path here at EC3 and beyond, reach out to me via email, crobertson@ec3pa.org, or you can shoot me a text, and you do have my phone number there on your syllabus. And when it comes to syllabi, your syllabus is located, if you go into Blackboard, there should be a course specific content / start here tab, and you click on that, and it should reveal a quick introduction link for myself, and then also a link to the syllabus. The textbook is also located in there for the course, which is an OER, meaning open source, free. And that I would recommend that you put a folder on your desktop or laptop for the course and start downloading materials into that, whether it's homework assignments or the textbook, so that you have that all in one space. It's nice to have a version of the textbook that's PDF that you can look at online or offline if for some reason you're somewhere that you don't have the internet. And the next thing I would say, I have also the academic calendar there for 24-25 or for 25-26 year, and that academic calendar kind of lets you know when the courses start and begin, and you can plan your year out that way. Also then is the syllabus. So back to the syllabus. So the syllabus has all of my pertinent information, the course description, some topical points for the course. It also has the grading breakdown. And so one of the ways that I hope it makes it easier for students is that I set up the course, all of my courses, in a way that as you are working on individual assignments, you're building your 100% for the semester or for the term. And so, for instance, with your personal video upload, so whether you send it to me directly, you can send it to me, you can take a video on your phone, a minute or two, just introduce yourself, send it to me on your phone. Make sure you say your name and your course, so I know who you are and I can give you the proper grade. Or if you upload it to the space in the course that says video uplink submission, you can do that as well. And that is worth 2%. And so 2% meaning you already have 2 out of your 100 points for the term. And if you chip away, like at discussion posts or homework assignments, midterm, final, each has a component that you can get the max points for. And if you add up all the points and you get 100% on each assignment, you have 100 out of 100 for your grade, which is 100%, which is an A. And so as we're working on things, if you miss a homework assignment or don't turn one in, you get 0 out of, for instance, 6 points. So that's 6 percentage points toward your 100. And so if you don't want to miss assignments, because then you get 0, you're already down to like a 94 because you missed that, right? And so even late work, you get some points for. And so it's an important component that you're kind of building that 100%. And so you can kind of see your grade going from, 0 out of 100 at the beginning of the semester to you add points in for the personal video upload, you add points in each homework assignment, you add points in for the midterm, for the final, and you get closer and closer to that 100 as you're turning items in. And so that's how you can kind of predict your grade as it's moving forward. Hopefully that makes sense. You can always reach out to me if it does not make sense. Next, you will see some other things relating to making sure that you touch base with me, the instructor, or you send in some homework, something that I know that you are there in the class. Otherwise, we have a policy that you're automatically withdrawn from the course if we have no contact from you by that following Monday. The other items in here are mission, important deadlines, last day to add, last day to drop with refund, end of term, all of those different things are listed in your syllabi. Academic integrity and kind of the policies we have for that. There's also a link to the student handbook. I believe, where is the link to the student handbook? It should be in here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Student code of conduct. So code of conduct handbook, advising services, and help with our librarian or our resource, our tutoring and writing support services, our student success librarian, Mary Howells, which many of you know. Her email is there. That's all included in the syllabus. Then there is, at the final part of the syllabus is kind of our itinerary, our course schedule for the term. And so we try to stay on track with that. It just depends on if students are falling behind or there's some sort of issue, but typically we kind of stay on track with that course schedule. Now, courses that we review things. So we started, yesterday was the first official day of the term. And I know I sent out emails on Sunday to students letting them know that, week 1 was open and ready to go ahead in there and start looking around and working on assignments. So each week now for the 8 weeks, which it does move pretty quickly, new things will be revealed for the upcoming week. And so in that way, it kind of prevents you from working too far ahead. It also kind of keeps everybody on the same schedule. So typically that is how the course works. Sometimes toward the end, if we're getting a little bit, I will reveal the last couple weeks so that you have time to work through those, especially with the Thanksgiving holiday. For a lot of you, those last couple weeks kind of run together very quickly. And so that first week of December, 12/5, is our last official week of courses in this term, the second 8 weeks. And so we kind of go on that schedule. Let's see what else. So in that start here, there are a couple important video links for you there, a copy of the text. The next thing you will see is weekly folders. And weekly folders, each week one will be revealed. So week 1 is open. And when you click on the folder, there's a little caret over on the side. You click on that and it reveals things that are listed underneath. Instructional videos, PowerPoints that go along specifically with the textbook, right? And they're kind of a recap. So the idea is that you read for that week, you read through the textbook in the chapter that we're working on, for instance, a chapter 1, and then you take a quick review of the PowerPoint, which kind of hits the salient points. And you can do those in either order. Some students like to look at the PowerPoint and interact with that first, and then they will look at the textbook second. Just depends. And then I usually take, and I have video collections, short video collections of the main topics, so that not only are you kind of understanding the textbook and understanding things that I find pertinent, there are also short videos that really hone in on specific topics. And so those short videos, I typically try to have them between, 2 to 6 minutes. Will tell you like some of the key concepts, so that hopefully between all those different components, you're able to kind of absorb some new material. And so all of those things are part of your assignments for the week. Then there's a homework assignment for the week. And often, some of the weeks there are no discussion, but most of the weeks there's some sort of discussion. And one of the things with discussion is that it's for you a time for you to get to know other students. So in lieu of us being in a classroom together, you're able to kind of be in this virtual classroom where you can kind of get to know students, right? And so really we want to make sure that we're respectful of other students. We use inclusive language, and you kind of get to know each other, right, as you're going through this process. And it's really nice to have other students kind of to lean on and to feel, that hominess of having that classroom space, which is our discussion board. Um, let's see what else. I don't want this video to be too long. However, if you have questions for me, this is week one, so this each week is kind of set up in a similar manner. So once you kind of get this down, week one, you will see the weeks unfold very similarly.